And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Today we're taking a look at the Golden Girls for Funkoverse, the strategy game. A couple things here. First of all, I've reviewed Funkoverse before. This is just a look at this new expansion. So if you want to know how to play Funkoverse, I would check out that review instead. I really enjoy the game. This is playable out of the box. You can play this by itself, although it's kind of a shortened version of the game. The best version is with 3 characters against 3 characters. Here, you can play 2-on-2 and you're using some generic characters in it. Secondly, the Golden Girls is already out for Funko. This was the 2 that wasn't in the first one. Here we have Dorothy and Sophia. So they're going to be able to join the other 2 as they go around and fight people. Well, when Funkoverse was first announced, they were like Batman and Harry Potter and the Golden Girls, which made everyone laugh, which made everyone want the thing. Well, now you can have the full Golden Girls team. Although since a team is usually 3 characters, you have to pick which one you don't use. Of course, you could always just custom say you're going to play 4 versus 4, and then everyone will want to be all 4 of the Golden Girls. But here's what's inside this box. Okay, so first we'll take a look. We got the board. We have here the Ha-Ha-Ha's Hot Dog Hacienda, which is a smaller board if you're only playing with a couple people. And then the big board, the full board, which is now one of my favorite boards, the grocery store. If you know me, you know I love grocery stores. And this is a pretty cool setup because it has these walls here, and then you just run around them and fight. And then, of course, there's a few other places to hide. It's like a big open area with just 3 walls in the middle. So I kind of like that. I also like the motif of it. But this is about the characters mostly more than the boards themselves, even though we have now some more of the generic characters. Of course, we got a grocer and a server. But we have Dorothy and Sophia. Both of them here. Both of them in some pretty, I mean, she looks like she's ready to whoop up on you. So we'll take a look here then at Dorothy first. She's kind of a tankish character, which they tended to do to the Golden Girls. Snappy banter lets her hit somebody, and then it gives her the snappy status card, which gives her +1 defense. Also, and this is important because she has 2 defense anyway, and when she's standing, rivals can't challenge her allies. They have to go after her. She's very strong defending her friends. Pick an ally, move them 4 spaces away from you because she's independent. So that's a curious ability because most of these abilities usually pull people towards you. She pushes them away, and then this pulls rivals that are within 2 squares, pull them, and then she can challenge all of them. So very much an in-your-face fighting ability, which you may not figure out just from looking at her. Sophia, on the other hand, is more about cursing people. Well, I mean, she has a cutting remark where she can swap an ability token on the cooldown track with one from the ability token pool, which is pretty neat. But cursing. So if you can see somebody, you can curse them, and the next time they roll dice, they only roll 1. This is a very handy thing, and the fact that it only goes on the track at 2 is a pretty good idea. Also, there's the call and a hit, a standing ally that she can see within 3 spaces. Does a challenge 4 against a rival adjacent to them. Really useful. I don't know the theming of it, but mix her, well, I mean, her and Dorothy together on the same team is pretty powerful. Not to mention if she's standing at the beginning of her turn, a standing ally she can see within 4 squares can do a move of 1. Only 1 armor, so that's the problem with her, but these curse cards are useful. And you'll notice that I have given her the bag here, but the bag can be given to anybody. And what the bag lets you do is it allows you to do one of your challenge tokens, or one of your non-challenge abilities, and use the bag instead. The bag, or the purse as I'm calling it here, as it says on the title card, do one of this character's non-challenge abilities without paying that ability cost. You're just paying this cost instead, which is 3. So for Sophia, that's a pretty powerful thing because she has 2 non-challenge abilities, while Dorothy has 1. But still, you could still use it in place. It lets you use your abilities more than once. There's also, you know, scenarios that are included with this one. You got the red tokens here. More dice are included. You know, everything you need to play a shortened version of the game. It is for certain that when the designers of this game made the Golden Girls, they didn't want them to be decrepit old ladies. They want to be old ladies who went around taking names and chewing bubblegum, because that is what is happening here. The first two were tanks and beasts. Here we have the same thing. Sophia, not quite so much, but mix her with Dorothy, who is one of my favorite. Just wade into the fray, pull everybody into her. The purse is an interesting idea, and I want to see some more mixing that with the different characters. There are some characters I'm thinking maybe Robin or Morty, who might benefit from having these really awesome special abilities that you can essentially use twice. It would be funny to see Morty running around with a purse anyway. Just a cool little set here. The Golden Girls are now complete, and that's a look here at the Funkoverse strategy game Golden Girls Part 2.